You are watching Average Joe Video, and today I'm going to show you how to make sure that your Honda generator is ready for the next power outage. Let's get into it. If you haven't already, this is a great time to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more helpful videos just like this one. There is absolutely no doubt that the Honda EU7000is is an outstanding inverter generator. However, like most generators of this size, the electric start is not only a convenience, but a necessity. So in order to make sure the electric start is going to be ready when you need it, you need to make sure that the starting battery stays charged. And today I'm going to show you how to install a battery tender harness, and I'm also going to show you the specific brand and model of battery charger that I use. The first step is to remove the key so we don't accidentally turn the power on while we are working in the battery compartment. Next, I'm going to use a flathead screwdriver to remove the battery maintenance cover. In the event you may not be familiar, the red side is the positive terminal, and then the side without the cover, the black cable there, is the negative terminal. So positive is on the left and negative is on the right. Now that the battery terminals are accessible, it's time to connect the wiring harness. For this particular application, I'm going to use a NOCO M6 Eyelet connector. I will tell you that I'm very impressed with NOCO products. This video is not sponsored in any way. If you'd like to purchase any of the products used in this video, I will include links in the description below. Next, we are going to disconnect the negative battery cable using a Phillips head screwdriver. It's important to mention that you should always disconnect the negative cable first. In order to disconnect the cable, you must remove the screw entirely. After the screw is removed, you can go ahead and move the negative battery cable off to the side, away from the terminal. Next, you can simply repeat the process and remove the positive battery cable. Remember, the positive battery cable has the red cover. Since the screw had a hex head, I decided to try removing it with a socket wrench. However, I can tell you this actually was not easier. Using the screwdriver was actually much more efficient. Once the screw is removed from the positive terminal, you can attach the positive lead from the battery tender cable. It's important to mention that the screw is going to go through the eyelet on the charging cable, then it's going to go through the eyelet on the power cable coming from the generator, and then it's going to screw into the terminal on the battery. Incidentally, it may take a few turns to get the screw to catch, but you want to make sure that the screw is very tight. Notice the position of the charging cable. I'm actually positioning this to the right, that way it's not sticking up, and that gives me more space above the battery to store the excess wire from the cable. Now that I've attached the charging cable to the positive side, the boot is not going to fit over it. I could technically put a small slit in the boot, but I think it's sufficient the way that it is, so I'm going to let it alone. If you're enjoying this video, this is a great time to give this video a thumbs up and to consider subscribing to the channel. As you can see, I'm repeating the process with the negative charging cable. This time I'm going to make the negative charging cable point to the left, just because, again, I want to make sure I have clearance on the top of the battery. Now it's time to connect the charger and give this a try. The charger I am using is a NOCO Genius 2. This is because the charger has a max output of 2 amps. It works with both 6 volt and 12 volt batteries. You'll notice along the bottom that there are various modes available. All you have to do is press the round gray button to select the mode for your particular battery. In this case, I chose the 12 volt AGM setting because the battery on this generator is an absorbed glass mat style battery. The great part about the NOCO Genius chargers is that they truly are automatic. You'll notice across the top there are essentially 4 LEDs. When the first LED is lit up red, that means the battery is at a 25% charge. When the second LED is lit up red, that means the battery is at a 50% charge. When the third LED is lit up orange, that means the battery is at a 75% charge. Finally, when the last LED is lit up solid green, That means the battery is fully charged. Keep in mind the last LED will not turn solid green until after it is a pulsing green. The pulsing green simply means that the bulk charge is complete and it's basically optimizing the battery for extended life. It will eventually turn solid green, which means it is 100%. You just have to give it time. Once the light turns solid green, the charger will continue to monitor the battery and it will provide ongoing maintenance and optimization. Now that the battery is fully charged, I can unhook the quick connect fitting, place the cap on it, and tuck the wiring harness into the battery compartment. The final step is to reinstall the cover. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful. If you did, I'd appreciate the thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.